Mate, these things are so heavy.
Is it working or not? Hello, 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 hello. Right, here we go. Hi, my name's John Craig. I'm a one-stripe white belt from Brighton. I entered my first competition 4 weeks ago, and I watched videos like these to get myself prepared for it. I'm going to explain to you how I felt before, throughout, and after the competition. And I'm just going to say this, after the comp, I was battered for 4 days.
Hey John, where are we at today?
We're at the Sussex BJJ comp. It's my first competition today. I'd lie if I say I'm not nervous, you know what I mean? There's quite a few people watching as well. It's completely different to me. It's completely new. We just go in there and have some fun. I'm doing gi and no gi, but I've never trained in gi. Yeah, I'm just winging that one, you know. Got an injury on my elbow and I've got a bit of a back injury. I know it sounds like I'm making loads of excuses, but you know, we just go in there and have some fun. Peace. So here's my first match in gi. As you heard me say, I haven't trained in gi. I didn't even know how to do the belt up. I'm not going to lie. So I pull guard here because I have got an injury on my elbow. So I haven't been able to train any wrestling and haven't been able to practice. I've got a bit of a bad back. He's in guard at the moment and I have forgotten what to do really. I've got, you know, the adrenaline and the nerves will take over. Heart's pumping because you've forgotten about your techniques. This is my first ever match. I'm trying to get that overhook. You can hear my coach in the background shouting overhook. I try and pull his arm across, but I hit him in the face accidentally there, and the ref does stop the fight. Purely accident, we both knew that. So we give him the high five and he's straight back into guard. And now I can feel myself getting a bit more settled now. I'm listening to my coach Jordan. I can hear exactly what he's saying. What I want to do is start moving now because I'm just on my back. He starts trying to get into side control, but I keep my legs in place and I keep my guard there. And now he's back into guard. And I'm looking at him and I can see he's blowing a little bit. I think he had a match just before me. So that made it a little bit easier. This is my first match, first fight of the day. Now at this point, he picks me off the floor and slams me. I can't actually remember that, but I keep my knee in place and framing. That knee is so important for this next part because I get him into half guard and this is when I start to get ready to bridge and sweep him. You can see I put my arms around him, I get ready and I use a lot of power to push him over with that bridge, and that is something you practice in your fundamentals. It's the way you bridge off that one leg to push him over. Yeah, I can see in this now, I am really gassed. So I'm still in his guard. I'm still working out what to do. I know what I should do, you know, is to get out of his guard and get into side control and get into mount. And this is what I start doing slowly, but he's got hold of my gi. It's quite stressful because you want him to let go. I can see by my face, I am a little bit gassed at this point. I don't think I've taken 2 breaths. He's trying to get his legs up a little bit further, maybe to get me in to a triangle or an arm bar. And then back to the same position again. And you can see I take a deep breath there. Watching this back now, I can see the things I'm doing wrong. But in the moment, you just don't know. He starts trying to choke me with my own gi. Once again, I've never been put in that situation. And I do get out of this and I get into side control. It was going off the square and I could see that. So I got him into side control now. I hold him into place. And I go into mount and the ref stops it. I wasn't happy about that, but then my coach Jordan told me not to gob off at the refs after. Look, you can see smiling. And then I'm like, yeah, that is mount. You can see, if you lip read me, I was saying that was mount. I'm up 4 points and I just decide to hold on for the next 2 minutes. He tries his best to get out, but I felt my power and my strength was a lot more than his. And I don't even go for the submissions. I know I'm winning on points. I can hear my coach just saying, 1 more minute. One thing I've learned from this is I'm using all my strength to hold him down. Next time, just use my weight. Next time, don't use my energy. I'm literally holding on for dear life when I don't need to be. I could go into side control and be a bit more relaxed. He does nearly get me over here, but once again, I get my leg into position, and now I'm in mount. And that is my first fight and my first win. And I was really happy, but my God, I felt battered after. So this is my second fight. He just had a fight just beforehand. but I felt he was a lot better than me straight away. I just felt he was a lot tougher, a lot more intense than the person before. And I needed a bit more of a break because this fight was straight after my last one. But he goes into side control and he is picking me up and throwing me around quite easily. He's got some explosive power, which at this point I didn't really have much of. And I could feel my injured elbow a little bit now, which I was a bit worried about. You know, when you've got an injury, a lot of grabbing, pushing and pulling, and I could feel it. But I can feel it. I'm struggling. I can see this. I think at that point he dribbled in my face a little bit then. Getting underhooks in somewhere, but I didn't know. I was just constantly trying to get out. You can see I'm trying to shrimp out of it, but he's quite tough. And he rolls me over, then he's in mount, and this isn't a long fight. He gets grapevines in, and now I start struggling because I'm trying to put my feet on the floor to push out, but he's not letting me. He did really well. He did really well. And we spoke after, and I congratulated him on a good fight. I think he went on to win gold. So, yeah, you could tell he's been practicing for a good year or so in gi. And this is where he gets me now. You can't see it from this angle, but he does choke me. He puts the blade of his wrist on my throat. And at that point, I just couldn't get out. So congratulations to him. And then on to the next fight. Now on to my third fight. I thought I would bode better in this match, but I tried to pull guard. I slipped. My grip strength isn't that great at the moment, obviously from lack of practice and probably pulling too much on the gi. But I tried to pull guard and he's straight into side control. He had it about him. So he gets in mount. I didn't have my leg up. I should have had my leg up to stop him getting in mount. And he's trying to choke me out here. He's trying to, I want to suffocate, but he's trying to suffocate me. My face is off to the side, and you can see I take a big push to try and get him off. There's a couple of things I did wrong here. I should have got my frame in a lot better. You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm pushing him away, but I could have turned to the side a little bit more. He's trying to choke me out like that, but you know, it'd be tough to choke someone out just like that unless you really know what you're doing. I'm trying to bridge out of it. Should have made a bit more space in between his legs. Grabbed his legs with my legs at the back. You know, these are things that you practice over and over at fundamentals. But once you're in a fight, a lot of that does escape the way you think because it's tough. It's very tough. So at this moment, it looked like he was going for a can opener there, which is not allowed. I'm trying to bridge out of it. This is one place where I could have started shrimping out of it. And you can see I'm trying. He's definitely got me. You can see I've got my arms on his arm, trying to frame, trying to shrimp out of it. And I'm getting on top of him now. Now I'm using my strength. And there you go, I'm on top. This could have been a changing point in the match. I wish I could go back in this situation and just tell myself, John, you've got this now. But I rushed, and you'll see why I rushed in a minute. I wish I could just tell myself, John, just calm down. There's nothing wrong. You're in a dominant position now. You're on top. I'm trying to put my hands on his hips, but he's holding onto my arms. Once again, very frustrating. He's trying to get his legs up to try and maybe get a triangle. At this point, I can remember this point. I'm just trying to get a breather a sec. And then I can hear my coach. You can see my coach on the left-hand side barking orders at me. I can hear him, but I'm just a little bit gassed at this point. I've had 3 fights in the space of 25 minutes. 100%. So he gets me here, and that's the mistake I make. I stand up, and he sweeps me. And at that point, it's good night. He completely suffocated me. I was gasping for breath, and I end up tapping because he did the right thing. He put his chest. He's bringing his head towards my chest, and he suffocated me. So I tapped. Now on to no-gi, and at this point, I'm absolutely smashed. This lad's 20 years old. I have just had 3 fights. He's fresh as a daisy. I tried to pull guard. My grip is completely gone. He tries to get me in a guillotine. This is a fast match, guys. He's going 100%. I get him into guard, but he's tough. I can feel him. He's tough. He's getting round. He's intense. I wish I could have a fight with him at 100%, but I had about 20% left in my gas tank. At this moment in time, I don't actually know what he's trying to do, but he gets my ankle here and it's a very fast ending. I'll let you listen to my shout. There you go. And that's game, set, and match. That was painful. That was the first time I ever felt an ankle lock, and that hurt. So on to the last fight. Once again, pulling guard. At this point, I'm proper deflated. I've lost 3 fights in a row. The ref pulls us back to the center. I should, look at me, I don't know why I'm putting my hand to my ear to listen to my coach. I can hear him. What I'm doing is I'm using a lot of energy holding his head down. Now, what I should be doing is using my legs to bring him over a lot more. And once again, he's a young lad. He looks 23, 22, 23. I'm nearly 44. Just had 4 fights. And yeah, it's tough. I go to grab his leg to sweep him, but he gets out. So once again, I'm using a lot of energy trying to break his posture. If we're going up, down, I'm bringing him towards me. My arms are burnt out, my elbow's sore. Watching it back now, I could have done a few things different. Now I'm trying to put his arm across, but where my elbow's hurting, I haven't got the power in it. So I could sweep him now. I could sweep him. But at this moment in time, I've lost all composure. I'm deflated. I think everyone hates me. I think everyone thinks I've done terrible. That's what goes through your head when you're losing. So I'm grabbing his head, and the fight changes. He gets. I tried to get him in an armbar, but I can't grip. My fingers hurt for a week after that, just because I couldn't grip. And we go right up to the camera, and a bit of north to south. Then he's in side control, north to south again. I don't know how to get out of this. I haven't practiced getting out of that. I guess it's just turning your body. And now he gets into mount. He gets underneath my head, puts his hand on my throat, and you can hear me. And I am done.
How are we feeling?
Deflated because I've had 5 matches and I feel fucked, I'm not gonna lie. Won my first match in gi and I've done no training in gi whatsoever. But then the 4 matches after that, I was quite gassed. Glad I did it. That's the first one I've done. Very, very intense. It's not like training at the gym. A couple of submissions, nearly had my ankle broken. I haven't felt that before, that hurt, but I've only been training 4 months. I had all the energy. I was ready to go. But we go back to the gym. I think April's gonna be the next one now. There's a lot of things I need to work on.
My name is Jordan Smith. I'm one of the coaches at Elements Martial Arts. I've been cornering a couple of the students, primarily John, Craig. I was very impressed. Yeah, he's smashing it, man. Couldn't be more proud.
Didn't feel like I was fighting until we both went boom. And then I thought, right, this is a fight now, you know?